thank you to our supporters. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yo, Salaam! It's your boy Neves, aka Watch with Neves, and I'm here with my co-host Jeff, aka DJ Get Rich or Chai Trying.
I'm actually glad you did this one and not any of the other ones because of how bad these 3 episodes have been. So I will accept this one. Of all the things you could have done, this is great.
Guys, we messed up on the intro because Jav had to leave to go do Chai. I'm gonna blame it all on him.
No, sir. Chai is the E. Okay.
Okay, Chai is like, but listen, guys, we have a fun guest today. One of my homies who actually is the reason I got to go see Miss Marvel. Sarah, welcome.
It's you.
Yes.
I knew I saw your face. Where have I seen this girl?
No.
You were at the Miss Marvel premiere.
Yes. People don't know this, but Sarah got me into the Miss Marvel premiere red carpet. She got me to interview her. She hooked me up.
I literally dragged him. I was like, I'm not doing this. You are.
Yeah. So Aisha, my friend Aisha got me in. And then once I got in, Sarah was like, Anit, you do the interview. And I was like, what? I was like, yes, I get to interview Iman Vellani. I get to interview like the entire cast. It was so much fun. And it was all thanks to her, which was so awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Now it all connects in my brain.
It actually made me it made me so much cooler to my nieces because like all my aunts and uncles, like they all sent them to my nieces and like, look at what your uncle did. And I was like, yes, they finally think I'm cool.
That's so cute.
Sarah, tell our fans about you. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm a TV host, TV writer. I just do a lot of things. You might have seen me on TikTok for interviewing Hassan Minaj. I think that's what mostly the Muslim brown community knows me for. But besides that, you might have seen me on BuzzFeed. Who knows? I'm just like sprinkled everywhere through the internet.
Who asked him about the kiss?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh. I remember that now. Okay. It's all connecting up here.
She's also the body double and face double for Zendaya, if you don't know.
Oh my gosh, please. I wish. If only.
Oh man. Well, welcome to the show. It's the first time having you on, and we're very excited to have you. And like, you're one of my favorite people in the world, and it's super awesome to finally have you on the show. And now we get to share you with the rest of our world and the rest of our fans. So I'm excited.
Let's see if people like hate me or not.
Listen,
I have spicy takes on this Love is Blind situation.
Perfect. There will be people who will absolutely adore you and people who will absolutely want you to die.
Oh, I know. Oh,
let's do this.
I'm so prepared.
We're going to battle. We're going to battle for our queen, and everybody knows who that is. So we'll see. Let's get into it. All right, man. Well, we left off last episode where they were a little bit of tiffs, a little bit of issues happening, and then we get to see all our couples. So let's start off with the we start off with the main couple? We got to start off with
we have to, man.
We got to start it off. Let's start it off with Coleslaw and Zenab. I mean,
that's so appropriate.
It's so appropriate.
He's so
right?
bland.
Oh man, I don't know. The way this plain-faced man, has been treating our queen. I don't know.
I'm so heated. I can't stand him. Like when they were in Malibu, and all she literally wanted was a compliment, but instead he's like, yeah, you're hot, but like Colleen is so much hotter. I'm like, why did you have to say that?
Why'd you qualify that?
This man cannot compliment his fiance without complimenting another woman. Like, it's so weird.
And he frames it in a way, he's like, he's like gaslighting her. He's like, of course I'm gonna think other women are attractive. Like, why wouldn't I tell you that? But I'm like, no, you're like, that's your fiance, and you should be her #1 supporter. You are Team Zainab, like, for life. Like,
here's my thing. Here's my issue, right? This guy is doing a lot of deceitful things. You see him at the pool. He's definitely flirting with Colleen. There's no question about it. Doing winky eyes, and then he's talking to her as if nothing happened. So he's deceiving her. But then when he wants to hurt her feelings, I have to be honest. I'm just being honest. Why are you being honest when you have an opportunity to spare somebody's feeling? You're being honest and blunt and hurting their feelings. But when you're doing something wrong, you're being deceitful. You're keeping that to yourself. You're omitting it. Like, it's weird. Like,
Mhm.
I stop hiding behind this veil of honesty, because I say this all the time. Honesty without kindness is just cruelty, and that's what he's doing.
110%. And like men don't get that. A lot of straight men do not grow up being empathetic or having their feelings spared, because it's all like, bro, like I need to be honest with you, blah blah blah. Cole is the prime example of that, because like why is your honesty so cruel? And it's manipulative, just like Bisma's saying. Like, it's very like the whole conversation, she just wanted a compliment with no one else's name involved.
Yes.
And then Zainab looks like the crazy person, and you're not crazy for wanting your partner to just gas you up because she gasses him up. Like, what are you doing?
But here's the thing, he does it even when she's not there. When he's doing the interviews, he's like, yeah, I would date Colleen, but I said yes to Zainab. Like, what?
Yeah, like there's a gun to your back that you have to say this over and over. Like,
Literally, just
he's acting like he's doing her a favor. Like, it's wild to me.
guys,
and the
Blind-ass
fact that
man.
he's like 26. He's literally like 26
Yeah.
and Zainab's 31. And I want Zainab to find like a man and not this child that went
Facts.
to like SMU and
Facts.
lives off of his parents' money. Like,
oh yeah, you know I'm not, you're from New York, right?
no, I'm from
She's-
Texas. So I'm
Oh,
very
so you know-
familiar.
You know the
With
nickname of
Dallas.
SMU, right?
Wait, which one?
Southern Millionaires University.
Yes, Southern Millionaires, yes.
Yes,
Mhm.
all the kids there are there because their parents, and they're there just living
Mhm.
off of it.
100%.
I was like, listen, man, we saw the way you live. You have ants and bugs and like cockroaches in your toilet. You have no reason to be talking this way to a beautiful
Oh my
woman.
God.
Also, sorry to my sister. She went to SMU for her master's.
Shout out. Shout out to SMU. What are they, horses or something? I don't know. It does, besides the point.
The
man.
Mustangs.
He does live like a child. Oh, we got some more comments. What is Bisma saying? She says, well, instantly he said she's passive aggressive when she
Yes.
asked him to pick up his towels and clothes. I just feel like he wanted to make her look crazy. Yes. And look, I'm not gonna say she isn't passive aggressive. Like, I'm passive aggressive. Like, I do that stuff too.
I'm passive aggressive.
No.
Like,
No, she's not. She's just asking for the bare minimum. That's not passive aggressive.
Yes.
Like, come on.
Passive aggressive comes off from like people who have like issues with conflict. They don't want crazy conflict, so they pass stuff off and they kind of like sugarcoat stuff or say it as a joke or say it as like a a different way, and it doesn't really hit that way for some people. It all depends on like the person you're doing it for. Some people it works, for some people it doesn't, right? And I had to change that about myself, because I do that often, and it's just because like I don't like making people feel bad, so sometimes I would be passive aggressive and be like, hey, this is how I feel, here's a hint, right? Here's a hint how I feel. But some people take it the wrong way, and I get that, and but like the way he does it drives her wild. Like, he definitely, like what Bisma's saying is absolutely correct. He wants her to look crazy.
but I also think it's like a very Asian Desi thing to be passive aggressive, because
That's true.
Urdu is passive aggressive. Like, our moms have been passive aggressive their whole
my God.
life, and that's
When
just
you ask your
normal to
mom,
us.
when you ask your mom, where should I put it? Put it on my head. Put it on my head.
But
When
Sarah,
I
what were you
die,
saying?
then you'll know. When I die, that's when you'll know.
That's my favorite thing to say now.
Mhm.
Like, when I die, then you'll realize.
Right? Oh my God, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right, man. It is a cultural thing. I didn't realize that. That is very true. That's awesome. Let's talk about 9s and 10s, because boy, I
Oh,
got
God.
that line. Like, why are you doing that? And it's really weird that he keeps comparing her to Colleen. And like, look, Colleen is not, she is not a bad looking person. She's a good looking person. But like, I can go to a bar in Nashville and throw a penny and it'll land on a Colleen. Like, I'm just saying, like, they're
God
around.
damn, dude.
They're around. I mean,
That's so bad.
it's not a diss. It's just statistics, right? But like, you got someone like Zainab, like, she's beautiful, and like, I don't know, she's just like super nice, and like she has this look and everything, and for some reason he's like making her feel like he's doing her a favor. And he says like, oh, Raven and Colleen are 10s, but I rate most women below a 7, so you should feel grateful I even gave you a 9. Sarah, go off, girl.
I just like, even with his like, okay, let's talk about Zainab's like upbringing, what we know of, and I'm going
Yeah.
to assume a lot. And if Zainab ever watches, please correct me. I this is coming from love. You know, like her parents passed away when she was really young, and that's super
Right.
sad. And like that does a lot with then how she got adopted into a white family.
Right.
And when you look like that and you are adopted into a white family in Texas,
Oh my God.
like that, I don't think she realizes that she is stunning. I don't think she realizes that she is drop dead gorgeous, that she is the it girl, that everyone does surgeries to look like her.
Right.
And so when Cole is like, I give most women a 9 or like 7 or whatever, but you're a 9, like it's deep, like she's used to it. Because she's never going to be Colleen. Like she's never going to be Colleen because she's always being compared to white women. And as someone that grew up in Texas, I was always compared to white women. And you have to do 3, 4, 5 times as hard work to even be a little bit at their level.
That's fair. Oh man.
It's just Eurocentric beauty standards that he keeps perpetrating. And I'm just like, fuck you. Like you're going to be aged by like 35.
You said it. Eurocentric beauty standards.
No, it's true. And then and then when she's like, do you want me to say that I don't have eyes for anybody else? Do I not have eyeballs? Like is he not also being passive aggressive? Is that not also passive aggressive? Like, bro,
exactly.
What the hell? And then the line that really got me, he goes like if anybody says that is bullshit, unless they're married to Kim Kardashian, which you kind of look like. So we're halfway there. Like, oh, bro, when I heard that line, I was livid.
But even him bringing up like Kim Kardashian, like that's the person you have such on a high pedestal, a Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him.
Did you expect anything less from Cole?
But like that just showed me like his intelligence. Like that's who you would like, Kim Kardashian. Okay, good to know. You're a bum. Great.
It's wild. And then he had this one line where he goes like, yeah, I picked a Zena. Usually I go for lilies and whatever. Yes. And I'm just like, oh, the way you're saying these things. Oh my God, it drives me crazy. The words that he uses.
Everything he's basically saying like, yeah, I picked a non-white girl for the first time in my life, and now I'm like dealing with like the fact that I'm with a brown girl.
That's wild. That is bananas, man.
Even though this brown girl is Christian, like raised in a white family, like
right?
Zainab's, it's her skin tone. It's literally her skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
I stalked her on Instagram and TikTok, and she's so stunning. And I just think
she's so stunning. Like
fall off the face of the planet.
I was like, listen, if things don't work out, I'm gonna slide in those DMs.
So I recently found out she doesn't follow Cole on Instagram. You may wanna go do that now.
All right. Let's do it. All right.
Yeah.
No, man. And then like there's all right, we'll get to it later. We'll get to the bar scene later because there's a lot of necklaces on there. But let's give a few other people time of day. Let's start.
Do we want to? Because it doesn't get any better with the others either. Like,
no, that's not true. I
shout
feel
out
like
SK. SK.
Okay, that was fine. I'm thinking like Bartiz and.
All right, well, we'll get to them later. All right, let's do SK first. Let's do Raven and SK. Okay. I feel like I really liked Raven's reaction to a lot of his culture. She was very respectful. She was like, you know, we don't mind having the food. I don't mind wearing the dress or like at least the headpiece. And she was being very respectful, and they were jiving together really well. Like I feel like she did a good job with the family. What about you, Sarah?
I really like them. I feel like there's no extreme conflict that we've seen with them, unlike everyone else. Like I feel like they have different lifestyles that if they do want to be together, they can work out. But like if Raven doesn't want to give up her Pilates life, that's fine. And then SK can go to Berkeley and like do his PhD and be that. Like they're both good people. Like I don't hate either of them. I specifically love SK more because I'm just like, that is a man, and he's so honest and kind and like patient. He
is super nice, and he's like on his like stuff. Like he's getting his education. He's gonna have a job. His friends like them, but they're just like the lifestyles don't seem to click. Like she already has her shit together, and she's waiting for a man who's going to marry her and elevate her life, and not have to like cut down things in her life to be with the man, right? Which is fair because he's going to school, he's got to like scrounge. I just don't think they're both in the same place in life right now where they would work.
They're not. They're definitely
not. Mm-hmm.
Right. And I think that's the biggest thing.
I don't know, like he's finishing up school, right?
Yeah.
So what's going to be his income for this lifestyle that they're having? Like, I don't think, because we saw their apartments, right? It was crazy. I was like, holy shit, so much you spend? And then now you're going to be a student on this budget. Okay, good luck, bro.
How much do Pilates instructors make, bro? That was wild. That was wild.
It's Dallas. Also, everything's like cheaper there. So who knows?
I mean, still like $6,000 a month. That's not cheap rent. Like,
yeah,
I pay $2,000.
Oh, they said it was 6,000.
Yeah.
Oh, they did. Wow.
I did not hear that. Jesus.
Bisma said, "I love Raven's response to Bartiz. It made so much respect for her, which is how Colleen should have reacted to Cole."
Correct. Yeah. Like, I'm glad Raven like dragged them in that confessional. Like, good. He needs to be.
A lot of people on my TikTok were like, "Oh, it's not a race thing because he also gave Raven a 10." But you know what? He never went up to Raven and tried to flirt with her like the way he did with Colleen. You know, he never kept saying, "Bringing."
They never had a connection.
Right, they never had a connection. He never brings. It's not the same thing. It's not the same.
And he was only drooling after he saw them.
Yeah.
So, race aside, there are other reasons why men would be attracted to someone.
Yeah. And they both said to each other, "You are somebody I would go for in the real world." Like that. I don't know. But yes, Raven, SK, I like them. They're not going to work out, but I think they can.
No, I'm hoping for them. All right.
You think so?
I don't think they're going to.
Oh, she said it. I was trying to tiptoe this line.
Bismuth said Raven also has Eurocentric features. Yeah, because she's half white. So yeah, I guess
I was trying to tiptoe that without saying it, but yes, that's really what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
She looks like an Instagram model. Like
she does.
That's
she does.
Yeah, that's
she's
literally
stunning. Yeah. I get it. All right. Do you want to do one more good couple, or you want to go to another bad couple?
There's another good couple.
Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, there's only one good couple.
Wait, who's the other good couple?
Alexa, and her man. They seem to be
doing really
well. Yeah. Why?
I'm gonna hold back because they're proud of being Israeli, and I'm just gonna stop right there.
Oh man, I just said that name. My Alexa started going off.
That was
yeah.
No, I had to unplug my Google Home every time I do these, just because like I know for a fact something may cause it to go off, and I'll be like, "Oh god damn, all my lights shut off."
That's so funny. Okay. Besides that, their relationship seems pretty sound. Except the family, until we met the family, and then they're like, "Whoa, they're they're high strung." And she also has a very lifestyle, like a very high lifestyle, which I don't think that he could provide for. So that's also an issue.
He's just like a simple small town boy, and she's like literally a city girl
living in a lonely world.
I was like, what are the other
He
lyrics?
took the midnight train to go to Israel. Like, I don't know.
Going to Israel. I'm dead.
Oh man.
Too good.
All right. So yeah, her family seems to be an issue. I think her dad brings out like knives and stuff, saying you have to convert.
Yeah.
Gotta circumcise him. I thought that was pretty funny. Kenny's up in here. What is Kenny saying? Kenny's saying, "I love Alexa and Brendan so much. I want to see them come in contact with the issue so we can see how they handle and deal with it." That is very true. Yeah. Because you never know, man.
I'd love to see that.
Because like, you know what it is? I feel like the guy is very agreeable, and like we haven't seen them come into conflict yet.
But I also feel like they're so like chill and avoidant of drama because they see like all the other drama happening, and I don't think they involve themselves at all by talking to them one-on-one. They're just like, we're doing our own thing off this side. We love each other, and everyone else can go deal with all that drama.
Like, I like the scene in the pool where Alexa was like, I just went up to Cole and he just started giving up all this tea for no reason. I didn't even have to ask. He was just like divulging all this information about Zenub, and she's like,
"Yeah,
what
Cole's an idiot."
Mhm.
Oh man,
God damn.
he's like
Can
a
we
top.
just establish the fact that we are very biased against Cole and we all hate him?
Yeah,
I hate him.
Okay.
Hate him. No. I thought
I
that
feel
was
like we
like
should
a
make that
dead
very
giveaway.
clear. Like,
It's
If you were
extremely
expecting
clear.
an unbiased podcast, you came to the wrong place.
Yeah.
We are Tame Zenab, like all the way.
oh, we stand her 100%.
Yeah.
Does she have siblings?
I don't
Uh,
know.
Yeah, she has one older sister. She said. Yeah, she does have older sister.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know, but like we didn't get to see her.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? I did like her mom though. Her mom was really sweet, and the story. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears when she told the story about like how she realized she was with her longer than her real
Mhm.
mom. Oh, that's so
No,
sad.
it's very bittersweet. Xanam's had a life. Cole is a bum, yes.
God, I hate Cole.
And he's on the right side of this podcast. Oh man, yeah. So that was really nice. All right, what are we talking about next? We want to move on to Bartise and Nancy.
I think we have to. Because like,
Oh my god, free Nancy. Free
yeah.
Nancy.
Listen,
She is
man.
too good, too established.
Mhm.
Like I thought she was like kind of like annoying at first. And then I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then like we
A
go
lot of
on
people
and
say
see
that to
her.
me. A lot of people say they find her annoying. I don't find her annoying, but they say she laughs at everything, and I'm just like, okay. I guess like
So do
when
we.
someone, yeah, I laugh at everything too. So I don't know. You would think when someone's really good looking, they like the bar for them to be funny is lower. So like Bartise is like
Mhm.
good looking, so she laughs at everything he says. That's what I think's happening.
Just that whole abortion talk, and then there's so many things that I want to put the abortion talk, and then Bartise's sister looking like Raven, and I'm like, that's why you're attracted to her.
Ooh.
They look
Ooh.
the same, and then his sister's husband looks like him.
It's like Love of Thrones.
Oh,
Game of
God.
Thrones.
Oh, I did not think of that. Oh,
They're fucking
Literally
Lannisters.
same haircut, everything. It's
oh no. Yeah.
yeah.
Bartise
You're right.
Targaryen.
Oh, not Bartise.
Yeah.
Please
Oh
no.
my god, that is some new information that I did not realize. I did
Oh.
not catch that at
Yeah,
all.
it just clicked in my head. I'm like, oh fuck, that's a thing, isn't it? Oh,
Dude. But like, what was that conversation with him and Nancy about Raven? And when they're talking about that, like he was so obsessed with talking about her, and I'm just like, another situation of like, why are you using honesty as like a veil to just like put your woman down? It's weird.
Just be a dickhead. Like you don't. Raven is beautiful, but do you have to say it to your fiance's face and be like, "That's the girl I would go to"? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as if you're
Nancy's
talking
also
to your
beautiful.
bro. And I'm just like, you're sitting next to your fiance who is so beautiful and kind, and like, she got the bread, okay, and you don't.
Yeah,
Like
he's like, I can't write a check that much.
No, like he's what 26 and an accountant.
Yeah.
Right, he's making at most 60,000. All right, you want to know why I know this? Because my first job as an accountant at BDO, still Texas region, right? My entry was 56,000. I'm adjusting a bit here for the several years it's been. He's making maybe 60, 65 at most. Nothing beyond that. He's not. No, Nancy is gonna be the breadwinner here for now, and there's nothing.
And she's so kind because she's like, it's our money, and I was like, that is so Islamic of you.
That is so Islamic of you.
So Islamic of you.
Technically, it's not because she's the girl. If she was a man,
exactly. But I'm just like,
right. Yeah, that's
she's
right.
even
The
more
girl
generous.
keeps her money, and my money split every way. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works.
This is the one and only time I'm going to agree with Bartise. But the part where she's still in business with her ex does skeeve me out a little bit. That does make me a little uncomfortable. Like they're still close. They're still in business together. I don't know how super. Like I need more explanation, and I would have liked for that to be more upfront. I do agree with that.
I don't know if you can though, man. I don't know if you can.
Really?
Because like if they have a partnership, right? And when it comes to like partnership interest in companies and how all that splits go, it's very hard to like separate that eventually into like two separate companies. It's not an easy thing to do. And then you have non-competes, and it's messy.
You know what I just realized? They're on TV. Maybe there was like an agreement where they cannot talk about their business and stuff like that on
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
And
for sure.
she maybe
yeah.
did not bring it up on purpose, not because she didn't want to share with him. She didn't want to air it out on television. I changed my mind. I'm back. I'm back on Team Nancy. I have no ties to Bartiz anymore. That just
Gotta hate Bartiz, especially the whole abortion shit. Like, oh, fuck off.
Listen, man. Listen, I agree that people have their opinions. It is what it is. But he just weirds me out, man. He reminds me of like someone who's acting like a really, really nice version of Andrew Tate. Like that's what he.
Oh my
that's
god,
the vibe he gets
literally.
off.
I can kind of
the vibe
see
he
him
gets
look
off.
like him too.
He talks like him too. But
I wonder
don't
if this
know.
connection. I wonder now if Bartiz has watched Andrew Tate videos. Like, this is
Probably.
something I'm really
most
curious
likely.
about
But he
now.
talks like him. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I did like when Nancy's brother was talking about him. They were like, he's kind of bland.
Yeah. I was like,
He's very bland.
Like,
with that.
he was like, everything you're saying is just kind of bland right now.
He's an accountant. What did you expect?
Yeah. Kenny has
As
to
an
comment.
accountant, I can confirm.
Kenny says Nancy deserves the best, and the fact that he literally says out of his mouth, him and Raven are better looking together to his fiance is absurd. Yes, Kenny. Yes, big
Goodbye.
facts. Like
Goodbye is the
It's
correct
like,
statement.
Goodbye.
that's wild, man. That is wild. And like you see them, like they're not vibing anymore, and they're not like hugging and all that stuff. It's weird, and you kind of see that. Yeah, not a big fan. I do not see them going down the aisle,
No.
and
There's no way.
there's no way like that's gonna happen. And Nancy, get yourself, do what Alex. I don't want to say it because my thing will go off. Do what she's doing and get a prenup. Get a prenup,
100%
girl.
she's gonna do that regardless.
Oh, she better.
Nancy
Oh.
should go to Andrew. Just go to Andrew.
Ooh.
Listen,
Ooh.
she needs to bring some clear eyes if she's gonna go to Andrew.
Listen, that was weird. I totally agree. It was some really weird behavior.
Wait, you like
Andrew?
Andrew?
No, I don't like him. I think I like him for Nancy.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a second.
No. I
Hold
thought
up.
Andrew was really weird.
Okay.
Oh, you think sexual kung fu is weird? Is that what? That's not normal?
No, I thought that was actually really normal.
That's the normal part.
What did he say? He was like, the best night of my life was climbing something in New York City and just gazing at whatever.
That or something. And he was like, I went to South Africa and I was under Maasai blankets, and everyone was like, Maasai blankets from Kenya. I don't know.
Oh, Andrew.
He went on Google and tried to do something.
I don't know. Maybe he went to Kenya. Who knows? We don't know. But like, it just comes off very like he was reading off his Hinge profile. Like it just.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Now let's talk about the most uncomfortable conversation and the most uncomfortable relationship. Colleen and Matt. Like, whoa, man is unhinged. He ate his steak or whatever he was eating so carefully, then went in there to blow up at her. Like that's what scared me. So how calmly he was eating his food before he blew up. That was unhinged. What are your thoughts?
He is terrifying. She should leave him. Like, even when she went out to the club and she was supposed to go home, and he's like, I'm done, I'm leaving. I don't want a girl that stays out past 2 a.m. And I'm like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, what do you mean? She's just at the club. What do you think she's doing? That's a reflection of you.
Projecting your insecurities there. Yep.
Exactly. Or just like, what you would be doing at a club at 2 a.m. Like, what if she's just dancing with the girls? But him just blowing up, packing up his things, like being extremely drunk, like that's terrifying. Like, I was like watching and I was like, holy shit, like this man is so scary. I would not want to be in a room with him.
Listen, when Bartiz has to be the voice of reason, you know something is wrong.
100%. I was like,
know something is wrong.
I was like, this man?
Why is this man making sense? Oh man.
Kenny's saying Matt is still heartbroken internally from his ex. I personally feel
Ooh.
like Matt is a sweetie pie, but has so much to work on before getting married. Yeah,
he
needs
does.
therapy.
He needs therapy. And like I get it. Like he was cheated on. Like that sucks. Like I feel like I sympathize with that. Like that would do you in. That would mess up your trust
Mhm.
issues. That would mess up stuff. And like she did flirt with Cole a little bit. Like it's kind of like we can't be mad at Cole and also not be a little mad at Colleen because they were kind of
Mhm.
both doing it, right? But though his reaction to it is unhinged. It's like wild.
Yeah.
It was so scary. Like, and I don't know why this like budget Lance Bass was like treating her like that. It's crazy.
Okay, Lance Bass is a sweetheart. Do not compare.
Wait, you don't think he looks like Lance Bass? He looks like Lance Bass to me.
That's so good. He does look like Lance Bass.
He's like a budget Lance Bass. You know, he was literally like bye to the camera crew. You know, she was
Oh my
playing with his
god.
heart. She was tearing at his heart when I'm with you. When they are
Someone get
apart,
this man a
you
record
need a bridge
contract.
to-
Literally.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's good. Let's see what else happened. I don't know. I do think like they should have had a conversation about their what happened because like when he was the other thing is when he was talking to Cole about it, man was super calm. So you have the ability.
Yes.
You have the ability to be calm and have a civil
Mhm.
conversation about something with a man, but not with your fiance. Like, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. It's kind of sus. It's kind of sus. What are your thoughts, Sarah?
It's just giving a man. It's just giving that he respects a man's opinion and his thoughts
Yeah.
and feelings more than his own fiance. And as Colleen is like literally sitting and like crying and like you could tell she was just like, yo, like listen to me, please. Like just hear me
Yeah.
out. Like give me 1 ounce of trust. And he was like, fuck you, basically. Like fuck off.
Yeah.
He did tell her to fuck off. Like the way he
Quite
was
lit,
like
yeah.
also that when she was in the bathroom and he was just like kind of looking literally down at her, I was like, this
Yeah.
is so like a bit violent about how
Yeah.
like your body language is, like how you're treating this person. It's like, do you not love me enough to like just sit down and have a conversation with me? Like you can be mad,
Yeah.
but like if you need time to go be mad, don't show it to me. Because then I don't
Yeah.
know
Go
how
outside,
to talk to
take
you.
a walk.
Yeah, take a walk, right?
Take a walk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The thing is, like, I do kind of agree with the commenter. Like, I feel like Matt, if he can get some therapy, he could be a
Mhm.
pretty good guy. Like he
Mhm.
and like and it's not like he is built this way. He had something traumatic happen to him, and it pushed him into this way, right? Which is sad, but it's not a healthy way to deal with it. And it's also, even though I do feel like Colleen and Cole both did something equally as like like sketch.
Equally is a heavy word, but
They were both guilty.
They were both guilty of something, right? They were both
Yeah.
sketch. But look at the way Cole reacts to it. He's like gaslighting her. Colleen's like, listen, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to fix this. Like, let me
Yeah.
fix this, right? That's a big difference with the way people are acting. And like the way she responds to like, hey, okay, I was wrong. Here, I want to fix this. She didn't deserve that level of like being yelled at. Whereas like in the other situation, Zenub doesn't deserve that level of being gaslit and turned into something Cole did wrong. Like it's just wild. I don't know.
Like Cole was like, just chill, like that didn't mean anything. Like, bro, you're tripping, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, if you just admit it and then literally do what Colleen did, this would all be fine.
Someone said that Cole is like if Jake Peralta was a horrible human being.
Who's that?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Andy Samberg's character.
Samberg.
Bro, you
okay.
were missing out.
Brooklyn
That is
Nine-Nine.
a show you need to watch. Actually, like it's one of my
I've
favorite shows of all
heard.
time.
I've heard.
Yeah,
All right,
Brooklyn
so now
Nine-Nine, high up there.
So now let's talk about, since we talked about how Matt was talking to Cole at the bar, let's talk about the bar stuff and everyone's conversations at the bar.
Oh my
and we get to see
goodness.
Andrew back. Andrew and Nancy we're having back. Honestly,
Mhm.
I did not buy that. I feel like producer brought him in for that.
For sure.
They were like, oh, this guy is going to be a viral hit with the eye drops. Let's bring him back for what you call it.
And I ate it up. I ate that up. I was like, Andrew's back, baby. Get your girl.
Oh man. But she was not interested. She saw him, and he's a good looking man. I'm not gonna lie. Andrew's a good
Yeah,
looking
he
man.
is.
She saw him, and she's like, still no. Still pass.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then we see Bartiz come in, and he's like, "What's happening? Should I be afraid? Should I be jealous?" I was like, "This feels a little manufactured. I'm not buying this. I was not buying it."
Homie, you're
But it's all-
engaged.
it-
Like,
if it's not manufactured, I'm like, oh, like you are deeply insecure about something. And
Right?
it's coming off really weird. Like, oh, just this whole like, are you guys good? Like, should I know something? Like, what's going on? Like, are you good? What's happening? I'm like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
what? you
It
act
was-
like you caught them like kissing.
Yeah. It was so much. Oh man, it was pretty funny.
Jamie put him in the hospital. I'm guessing that's what's going through his mind at that point.
Oh God, loser.
Mm.
Yes. That's legit what I'm thinking. Like he was thinking, like
100%.
he needs to be
I'm
the
like,
knight in shining armor to show up, and yeah.
I
It's like,
think
nah,
Andrew
that's not what
could
the situation
beat-
was.
I think Andrew could easily win that fight.
Andrew versus
I'm just
Bartiz?
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so.
Andrew could easily win.
I feel like Andrew trained in like Thailand as a kickboxer. He probably has some weird accolades like that. You read his
100%.
profile. He probably has like Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. I believe it, but it's just so funny that she said it out loud like that.
Maybe he knows sexual kung fu and regular kung fu. We
I'm
don't know.
screaming.
I would put my money on Andrew for sure.
100%.
I'm gonna just put $1 on the other guy just for the sake of like maybe winning $1 million on a $1 bet.
Mm. Oh man. All right. But man, and then the conversation between Zainab and Matt have a conversation where she gets to learn more about what happened,
Mhm.
right? And she's like, I did not know Colleen said that, and I did not know that they said this. And it was like she went back to him. And then this was the part where she's like, I'll never look like Colleen. I'll never be the size of Colleen. And I'm just like, no, baby girl, don't say that. You're so much better.
Please, babe, please, you're perfect.
Every brown girl felt that, man. I felt so bad seeing that, but it's a real thing, man. Sarah, tell us your thoughts.
I was just so sad because like he just brought her to a breaking point again where your girl just wants to be reassured that you are number one. Like if I was Zainab, I was like, just tell me I'm number one. Just tell me one small thing. Like it doesn't have to be the most extravagant compliment. It could literally be like, okay, no, you know what he does, but you know what he doesn't do, which he should do. After he said all the, like, you know, like, but I chose you instead of them, he didn't follow it up with like a compliment being like, you make me better. Like he didn't say why, instead of just being like, oh, I chose you. Like, what's the reason? Just say like, oh, I chose you because you make me happy. You make me a better person. I see you myself more with blah, blah, blah. But it's just so sad to see Zainab like just like beg for that reassurance of physical attractiveness. And he just thinks it's the most absurd thing in the world. Like he just thinks it's so stupid that she's asking for it.
Yeah, because she says that like Colleen's a knockout, and he goes, "You're a knockout too." Like you can't compliment her without complimenting Colleen. Like
Exactly.
Wow, Jazz, what are your thoughts?
I mean, what else is there to say? Like this guy sucks. Like that's all. I don't know what else to say, man. Like he's done everything wrong the entire season, right? Like from day one, he's been saying the wrong things to Zainab the entire time, and I'm done. Like I don't want to give him any more chances. I don't want to think that he has any redeeming qualities here. Like, just girl, move on. This was a fun experiment. I'm sorry it ended bad for you, but you deserve better. Move on.
And hit his line.
But like even in like the first episode when they first stayed together, he would made that comment about her makeup, right? And like, and it wasn't, the thing is like, I get when people say things like that, but they're like teasing, right? He wasn't teasing her. He didn't follow it up with like a compliment or something nice.
Exactly.
He just said, like, it's weird because you're kind of just like saying like he wants her to think that she is below him, and then he is doing her a favor by picking her. That way she'll always appreciate him and look up to him. And that's not how a relationship works. It's weird.
Yeah, even like in bed when she's like, "Oh, I'm like a monster," right? And I'm like, "No, you're not. You're so beautiful with or without makeup."
She looks the same. She doesn't even look that bad.
She
without
literally
makeup.
looks the same. She looks so beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't understand. That's wild to me.
Literally,
Bananas.
this whole
Like,
podcast, you should just clip every time we're like, Zainab's so beautiful, Zainab's a queen, Zainab, I love you.
Just make like a whole separate
Just a
video of that.
whole, like,
And we send it to her and be like, yeah, everyone's
just tag her everywhere.
I'm just gonna make a collage with
Yes.
with like a bit of power ballad in the background. Maybe I will put the NSYNC in there in honor of
Even
Lance
better.
Bass, in honor of Matt.
No, but like every time I hear someone say like, and they truly mean this, like, oh, you look different than your makeup. It's like, bruh, have you ever been with a girl at that point? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think you have. Like,
You know women.
right? Like,
You know what a woman is.
garbage.
Women, have
I
you heard of
swear.
them? No.
I don't know. Are they from Venus?
Oh, man.
Maybe.
Oh, freaking Cole. That guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was really sad to see her say those things though, and I felt bad. I wanted to support her so bad, and the thing is, there's more coming, and I just know it's gonna be worse.
Yep.
It's gonna be worse. Ugh.
I hope Deepthi and Zainab end up becoming friends if they haven't already.
Okay, speaking of Deepthi, first of all, I do think Zainab actually reached out to people on the show because last week's show, Juhi was on her, and Juhi was actually on the show. She was like,
Season 2.
she got very little airtime, but
She was
on-
Deepti's
know,
friend
yeah.
at the very end.
yeah.
Mhm.
She was on her show, and she was like, yeah, Zainab actually reached out to her. She's really sweet. She's really nice. All the guys reached out to her. So I guess like they're meeting up with all of the other people in like the show in
Mhm.
different branches. She also said that they filmed it around the same time. They overlapped, so it's not like they finished one and started the other. So when they were having their wedding episodes, they were starting these episodes.
Oh,
So
shit.
they were overlapping, which is kind of interesting. Damn, what was my point? I was going to make a point, but I got distracted.
No, I
ADHD.
think maybe what you were saying is like they both were put down
Oh,
because
Deepthi.
they
Okay,
aren't
so-
Eurocentric beauty standards.
So, okay, this is what I want to talk about. So I really want to talk about this. I do feel like with Deepthi thing being a hit, going viral,
Mhm.
getting 1 million followers, 2 million followers, however she has, I think they know what works for them. And I almost feel like they have found a way to tap into brown girl trauma to make money and to get views. And they're like, this is working.
Bro.
Right? They tapped into brown girl trauma and they're turning it into a thing.
Capitalism strikes again. Holy fuck.
Right?
Not me buying into it.
Right? Because everything everyone's talking about Zainab. Like
Representation matters.
we'll take it at any cost.
Any cost.
Oh man.
No,
Sad thing is, this is real. It's not a fictional scripted
Yeah.
show.
Oh god.
At least they get to tell their stories from their mouth,
Yeah.
right? Like they get to have their own platform to talk about it. And
Yeah.
like Netflix does cut things like in specific ways, but
Sure.
posts like Deepthi got to talk about it all everywhere and anytime
Mm-hmm.
she wanted. And I'm sure Zainab will do the same. So I think it is a bit of a win that we get to use our own voices and talk about them without any cuts. That's
Right.
like one small thing.
Yeah.
It's
but
more
Netflix
honest.
gets money off of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I have an idea for a new show. Hear me out.
Good. Is it better than Rista Bros?
That was one of our dumbest ideas. I'm so glad we did it though. But
Me and Jess, we're gonna start a Rista company called Rista Bros. We're guys.
Honestly,
finding
let's
shit for
do
people.
we know exactly how shitty our friends are, so you won't have to suffer.
Listen, it takes a fuckboy to know a fuckboy. So we would bring on consultants who are fuckboys, and they would help us find real, genuine guys.
Aw. That's a decent show.
Actually, Sarah's thinking about it. Like, this is a good idea.
I know. I
Actually,
want
you
to
should
make
do it.
I want to do it. It's called Rista Bros, man. Patent pending, copyright, trademark, all that shit.
I submitted it.
Let's do
I
it.
would watch it.
Jazz, what were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna make that joke.
Oh, okay. You're gonna make the Rista Bros joke. Okay. I don't know, but listen, it's going to be exciting. I'm super excited. What do you think is going to happen? What are your predictions? Who do you think is going to make it? Who do you think are not?
I think
Okay, I'll tell you. Oh, go ahead.
the Israelis are going to get married.
Yeah,
Forgetting their name. I don't think anyone else is getting married.
agreed.
I think Xana is gonna leave, be the one to say no. I think SK will be the one to say no.
Really,
Um,
SK?
I think SK's so grounded in himself. And he's so SK's a great guy from what we've seen, and I think
Yeah.
he will let her down easy. And
See, I think
unfortunately
it's
has to be
Raven.
like really. I think
Raven's
it's
gonna be the one.
SK.
I agree with
I
Sarah.
think-
What?
Because here's
I think
why.
it's
There
SK.
was one specific scene in my mind, and the moment Sarah said it, just came back to me. There's a scene where SK's talking about college, and she rolls her eyes like,
Mhm.
"Oh, college!" Like, I don't think she's in it for the right reason for that exact moment.
But do
and
you
I
think
think-
SK knows?
Yes, I don't. That man is not
he's not
suited. Like,
stupid. Yeah.
Okay. I thought
And
he maybe
also,
I
went
think-
over the heels.
No, he's
And
trying
just-
to find the right way to do it, and I don't think he's found it yet.
and just
Oh.
her like, it's fine if Raven doesn't want to support him. That is totally fine. But he wants like someone to support him while he's in college for like 2 years. Like, and that's
Mhm.
that's like not bad to ask or want. Like, you're fucking studying your PhD. Like, of course you want someone to support you mentally, physically, whatever. And
Mhm.
Raven's just not gonna do that because they
Sure.
don't even know each other like that. Like,
Yeah.
they're not ride or dies. They're just not
Yeah,
ride or
they're
dies.
not. They're not ride or die for sure.
Yeah, PhD
Alright.
stuff. Been there, done that. It's grueling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh god.
All right. So we got the
Never
we got the Israelis. we got we got Raven and SK. What about Bartise and Nancy?
Oh god.
Oh no, Nancy's gonna leave.
All right.
Nancy's gonna
Yeah.
say no.
100%.
Nancy's definitely gonna go. Yeah. But I feel like Bartise would probably go too. But I think they're gonna let Nancy ask first, and she'll be the one to let him down. And then Colleen and Matt. I don't know.
I want to say 50-50.
Yeah, because last season there was a couple. I'm thinking of a different show. I'm thinking of The Ultimatum. There was a couple on The Ultimatum that I thought there was no way they were going to get together, and they got together and they had a kid now. So like sometimes
I know
you're
who you're
surprised.
talking about. I know who
Right?
exactly you were talking
I
about.
feel like his name was Cole too. Bunch of Coles on this. Bunch of Coles and Barnett and Bartise. They're like all over these shows.
And The Ultimatum was filmed in Texas as well. So
Okay,
That also
Alright.
tracks. I mean,
yeah. All right. Yeah, Colleen and Matt I think are 50-50 because they're a little volatile, but sometimes that works. I don't know. So it's weird.
but I feel like something dramatic might happen. Like
Really?
what if Nancy doesn't show up to the wedding?
What if
see
Nancy's
that.
brothers beat him up?
Something dramatic has to happen.
of course,
like,
violence. Yeah.
I would pay to see Nancy's brothers beat him up. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
Colleen. April says, "I
Ooh,
hope Colleen
these
leaves
brother-
before the altar." Agreed.
Ooh. Okay.
Colleen, Nancy, and Zainab all deserve so much better. Kenny really likes
Aw.
Matt and Colleen though. Oh, I'm sorry.
Kenny says her predictions are
That's
Raven and
fine.
SK are a no. Nancy and Bartise are a no. Zenab and Cole, I feel like Zay is blindsided so badly, so a yes. Ooh.
No.
I don't know.
I hope not.
And the rest will say yes. Man, I hope not. I'm going to like, you know, do Isakara for Zenab. So you do a little prayer. I don't want her to make the wrong decision. Oh man. But oh man, we'll see. All right, before we go, any last final thoughts? Who got final thoughts? What do you think of this season so far? Do you think it's as exciting as last season, or do you think this season is not as exciting?
No, I think it's very exciting. I think it's a hot mess.
Yeah.
I think this season's a bit better just because we don't have Shake.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have better men than Shake, but like, I don't.
But
think
they're not as bad as Shake.
You know, Shake actually left a comment under Andrew's video, and he goes like, "And y'all thought I was bad?" So he's under the impression that he's not as bad as Andrew.
Babe, no, y'all are on the same team. Like, it's not one is more bad than the other. Y'all are literally still the same.
Yeah, it's like a rotten apple and a rotten orange. You can't compare the
Yeah,
two.
like, just can't. Like, y'all are gonna. Bartise is gonna be on Shake's podcast or something. I just know it.
for sure. Yeah,
They're
for
gonna have
sure.
like a reunion, and Shake and him are gonna be like posing together, and it's gonna have some stupid ass lyric from Young Thug or something.
It's gonna be from Kanye. Watch.
Oh God, yeah.
man. Oh man. So
Let's keep going.
for me, I feel like last season was more drama, but it was always like focused on like one person, where this one's a little more spread out. I feel like everyone has an equal amount of drama going on, and I'm interested in everyone's storyline. Last year, I was only interested in Dipty's storyline. I literally cannot remember any other storyline other than Dipty's. Like, I don't even know what happened. There was like that guy who was like on cocaine. I don't even remember what their deal was. Right? Like,
I like how everybody remembers from him.
Yeah,
He's got cocaine.
I don't even know what his deal was. There's the the Joel McHale looking guy. Didn't really care about them. None of them really made it. I did like that black couple. They were nice. They got not divorced. Make it. I did like them, but they didn't have any drama either. So like, I feel like the drama is pretty spread out this season. So I'm digging it. There's no like Shake taking over all the stuff. Also, like, Shake was a bad look on us, man. I'm glad the white boy is getting the heat this time.
Hang on. Is he a bad look, or is he an accurate look? Like,
if it's an accurate look, it's still bad.
He represents a pool.
Yeah.
He represents a bit of
a pool is a correct
bit of
word.
y'all.
Thank you.
Maybe a puddle.
I love my brown boys,
maybe
but
not
you know, y'all
clean
have
as a pool.
Thank you.
I would say it's more like a puddle, not as clean as a pool.
But, I mean, I've seen some pretty dirty pools, my guy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I don't know. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This was a great episode. We covered a lot. Sarah, before you go, let people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Twitter at SarahXUnwear. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. My full name right here that you see. Yeah, that's where.
And then see her on the big screen when she's interviewing celebrities that are way more famous and super. And then she won't even remember being on this podcast. She'll come back to us and be like, "Anit, can you remove that episode?" I'm saying that.
I'll be like, "I'm talking too much shit. Please remove it." You're gonna have like a copyright infringement in your email and on the
video. We make everybody sign a contract before they get on the show. We should start doing that, Jazz.
Nah, no worries, man. No worries.
No tasty backsies. Oh man, well, thank you again for joining us, and we would love to have you back anytime. If you watch any other shows, let us know. We would love to have you back. You know us; we always have brown women on our show. We always like to make sure their voices are heard because we're men.
We have a rule.
We have a rule. We cannot go like 2 weeks without having a woman on our podcast because we are men, and if we don't, we're probably going to do something stupid.
Yeah, right. We need somebody to keep us in check.
I really love the self-awareness.
We are.
That goes a long way. Y'all are real allies.
Yes, let's go. Anyway, thank you again. And until next time, guys, Salaam, nerds.
Peace.